Afternoon, world. Pretty nice day up here in paradise at the moment, but so it's Monday. It's supposed to rain. It's not. There's certainly some cloud about. They're saying Wednesday now and 2 or 3 mils. So where did I get to the bus? Well, I did do some photos the other day on my Facebook, but I didn't do a video. Had been a couple of days. Oh shit! So this is sort of the end of the painting results. So back end's all painted, double sealed, double painted, blah blah blah. That's all set and done. Now I keep coming back to this hole here. My shadow's in the way. So I keep coming back to this hole here. I've had a look down inside the bus. All I do is got to cut this like square out here, and there is a direct hole. Now I feel there's a missed opportunity happening here. I could have stairs coming up to the bus. I could mount off and on kill switches for my solar panels from here instead of having to getting up on the roof or hard wiring them down in through the roof through different holes. I just don't know what to do with this hole at the moment. So that's literally on the back burner. Basically, if the rain show up in the next 2 days, I'll just disconnect the solar panel up there, plonk it over the hole. Hopefully that's keep it secure enough. And what I've got to get to now is I've got 4 solar panels down there. 2 are joined 2 by 2, the other one's 2 by 2. And they go up here and occupy this space sort of here. What I've got to do is check out their wiring, work out in which way I want to wire them up here. Also, all bar that front panel, everything ends up coming in through the roof of the bus through this one circuit here that winds its way back into the bus. I need to wire all this up back here so I can remove this panel and start on this front section of the bus. But before that, I've got to go and check out my solar panels. One, to make sure they're still pumping out the juice. So far I've been surviving all night with 1, 2, 3 panels hooked. I survived all last night, running TV and everything pretty much up till about 10 or 11 o'clock. I need to change also those batteries over. These ones are holding. It's another big decision to what to do with the batteries. I said these are 120 amp plus hours. These two here are only hundreds, and I've got 2 the same size as this but slightly bigger and heavier, and they weigh in at 120 amp hours each. So best idea, I can't get them in down the cradle. I can probably get one more in down the back, but the way these protrude so far in, I cannot get another 2 batteries to hook up all 6 in series. So I've got to make some decisions there about storage, like battery storage coming down from my solar panels. Well, if anyone knows where I can get one of these fuses from, I've only got a trip switch in here. Last winter I changed over, I flicked the heater on without realising I was still on battery power, and the inverter and everything went out, and I finally come downstairs and realised, holy shit, I've been sucking so much juice out of the batteries by running that heater that night. I totally destroyed my fuse, and it's a big ass fuse. So if anyone knows where I can get one of these and matching fuses, so I can get rid of the breaker switch over here. That's not even a trip switch, that's just an on and off switch that came out of an old inverter. So if I end up pulling out too much juice, that will not break off, so I do need to replace it with a fuse. So I've had a quick look around, I haven't been able to find anything. So rightio, what I need to do is multimeter. There's enough sun pouring down out there at the moment to test my solar panels. So there, they're my 120 amp hour batteries. 1, 2, I've been just topping them up on the trickle charge. I was thinking of using one of these up on the roof and a switch down into the cab that I can turn off and on to turn on the solar panels and turn off the solar panels. That was another option. I also have another kill switch in there, but that seems to have a much larger eyelets on the back that I can use. So anyway, I need to get my solar panels out and let's have a quick look at what we're doing. Rightio, so I've got two panels here. One's still got some legs on it. So I've got a couple of panels here. Geez, how trusting am I? These are 64 watts each, so that's 120 joined together. Now what I don't know is if they're running in series or parallel. So on the back here, I've got this panel running into this one, and I've got two outlets. One of these outlets will be my power feed into the bus and the regulator. The other one, which I think is the other one, should be my power feed to the next two solar panels, the same as these. So between them I've got 120 or 60, 65, 65, that's 130. Hook up the other four, that's 260, all in parallel or sequence. I can't remember whether I run positive to negative and out, or I run positive to positive, negative to negative. I need to pull the backs off here on these two here. See from what side of the panels are going to what in here, whether it's positive to negative or what they're doing, to how I'm going to join it up on the roof. But firstly, I need to know there's some power coming out. Let's see what power we got coming out of here. Alright, let's see what we got in the way of power coming out. I'm set on 20. A bit up and down. Let's see, get it in there. There. Right, I've got 40 volts coming down here. Well, that's 40 coming down there. Now I have to work out what's coming down on what's coming out of this one. 40 as well, so it probably doesn't matter which way I go. These two panels here, they join up and only have one coming down. Right, they're pretty dirty. So this only has one line. Oh dear, that makes it a bit awkward. I've got to try and get a measurement off here, how much these are putting down. $38, that sounds about right. Now if I join these to them, join these to each other, it's negative. And see what comes out the other end. So I'm connecting these negative, negative, positive, positive, and see what bolts come out the other end. And I think I can do after that. My mate Stewie says you want volts, not amps. I've always been under the impression you want amps, not volts. Because amps is what you charge with. Volts is just power, but amps is your charge. So, no sparks, righty-ho, it's good. So I think this is how it goes up on the roof. Now, where's my multimeter? Let's see how much volts we got here. Whether that's changed any, up or down. 39. And the volts coming out the other end over here, 39.7, so still 40. Rightio, so now what I think I can do is I can reverse these, positive to negative, back again. I think I'm allowed to do that. I hope I don't blow my panels up. I know there's diodes in the back of them. I don't know much about solar, really. I know you can get booted off the roof if you've got enough of them joined. It'll give you that much of a kick. Now here's the thing. Can I go positive, negative? Pretty sure I can. I'm getting a tingle from that one. Alright, let's just check, make sure I've still got 37, 38. Alright, let's chuck this on. Well, there was a spark. I might quickly check that. Oh, 16. 15.8, 16. 32, 33. 33, 34. So, going positive, negative, negative, positive, I've dropped from my 40 volts down to 16 volts. But how many amps does it put out? Because my amp meter's not working. I need a working amp meter. I'll come back to you a bit later. Alright, well, so I've gone through my amp gauges here and none of them seem to work. I can understand why that one's not working. And that one fell apart, so I think I've had him apart, but I thought this one was still brand new in the box. So, don't fully understand why that's not working. So I have the two panels joined up and in series, sort of like positive, negative, and coming through the panel back out the other side to negative on positive onto this side negative, which I've got joined up here. I put them together, I've got 70 volts coming down. If I just do positive, positive, negative, negative, I have about 36 volts coming down, but I reckon I'd have a lot more amps coming down. So I think what I should be doing is going for amps over volts. Now, I'm just spewing I couldn't get that amp gauge to work because so I'm spewing I couldn't get either of these amp gauges to work. I put the power on the back, I'm getting spark, like there's a bit of spark comes through, but there's no movement on the gauge. And I know when the amp gauge I got up in the bus is this amp gauge is pretty much unfiltered. So anyway, what I'm going to do is undo these again. Go back to positive to positive, negative to negative. I think that's the safer option. I don't really want 70 volts of power coming down into my regulator. I think, whoop, just hold that out of the way. I think that's just too much power coming down 70 volts into my Plastronic regulator. So I think we'll just go positive to positive, negative to negative. This is how it's going to go up on the roof of the bus, like this. I think that's what I'm going to do up there. I wish I could work out how to get an amp reading. So the volt reading coming out this end, so what we've got is we've got two panels joined, positive, negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, back onto these four, comes out this outlet here. Positive, negative, and I've got 35 volts. 35, nearly 36 of direct current bolts coming down, which is more than enough for my regulator to handle. So, rightio, well, I think that's how we're going to end up putting those 4 panels up on the roof of the bus up there, and that one big panel is going to get moved over to the hole behind that hatch over there until, basically until I can work out what to do with that hole. Oh shit, look, there's cloud and cloud and cloud over there. I might have to get up on the roof of this bus very shortly and go and cover that hole up, because that's as black and look like it's pissing down rain. So, all right, I'm going to get back to you in a minute. Right, well, the weather's changing pretty fast up here. I've had a quick look on the bomb site, and looks like we have thunderstorms and storm cells coming over. So, what I've also done, I've disconnected. I've gone back to mains power inside the bus. I was only putting down about 2 to 3 amps, so time to get this panel here disconnected. So this bigger one behind me, that was it. It wasn't doing much of anything, so it was just, that's it. I just got to keep these 2 wires from each other. Gorgeous ends. Rightio, so I'm going to cut this down to that end of the bus and put it over that hole. Oh God, Ems is starting the mower to mow dirt. We sure as shit ain't got no lawn. Look at mine. Backyard, completely dead. Hasn't rained up here for over 3 months, easily. So the storm's out there. Over there, the flag says it's coming from that way, which says no rain, but the bomb site was suggesting rain comes. All right, I had to get that hole covered anyway. It had to be done. There's my 4 panels down there that need to be cleaned and brought back up and mounted up here. I'm not actually securing them to the roof. I'm actually just going to lay them up there, maybe with 1 set of feet sort of pointing on the tilt. That way they can drain, because what they do when they're sitting up nice and level, they just hold water. The water doesn't go anywhere. So anyway, that's as much as I need to do up here for the moment. That hole's covered. I need to get them moved out of the way of the boat, cleaned up and ready. Air compressor better go in, and wait for the impending rain that may or may not come. Rightio, catch you later. Rightio, well, catch you later. Bye.